Changing the pace, changing the love, changing the way we speak, just because we need guidance. Moving like
Welcome to Fly Horse Radio, the worst radio station in the world. I'm your host, Norman Bass. I'm here with my co-host. If you introduce yourself.
What up? It's Dominils.
And we are having Artist to Artist, and we're interviewing my main man. If you want to introduce yourself as well.
What's going on? It's Ifé Neuro. I hope y'all doing well.
Yeah.
How you feeling, brother?
Hey, man, blessed. I can't complain, bro. Can't call it.
How are you feeling, Dama?
I'm feeling good, man.
What have you guys been doing since quarantine?
It's working. It's recording, writing, studying, the whole nine.
Yourself?
Same, recording, a lot of shooting videos and hosting the Beat Challenge and doing a lot on the EO Dub Zoom network.
Okay. So what you guys do on the EO Dub Zoom network?
Well, the EO Zoom is basically a place where a lot of hip hop collective stuff happens. So we got the EO Beats Challenge where we send 4 to 6 producers 3 different samples that they have to make beats out of, and then we judge them based on that. And right now we're in the semifinals, so this has been going on for about 5 months. And also we doing open mics. We got the open mic tonight, and we do the Free O Dub freestyle segment, industry advice. We got all types of stuff. So it's just something to tune in on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook.
If somebody wanted to be a part of that, like if somebody was a producer or an MC, who would they have to email to be a part of the EO
Well,
Dub
for the EO Beats Challenge, you could email eobeatsubmissions@gmail, or you could just hit any one of us up to be a part of it. If you're a rapper, artist, a DJ, anything to do with hip hop, we're worldwide, and we welcome everybody to come through.
Okay, word. That's what's up. So, my brother, let's talk about the changing video changes.
Yeah, right.
What was the character like? What does the character represent running away from the monster?
It's just, I think it's like you have your higher self, and then you have the true self that you're trying to attain, like again, which is your higher self. So it's like you're running from who you're called to be in life. Okay. You know, and it's like that's chasing you. And sometimes when you have a calling or you got a gift, sometimes we run away from it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was just telling you to stop running. You know, just fully embrace it. And though it may be fearful, you know, opening some of those doors that, you know, are traumatizing or whatever from childhood or from adulthood, whatever, but you got to go through it to be better. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Right.
Who drew that up?
Also, my man, NFTI, he produced The Dark Tower. Okay. Me and him, you know, he did my first LP. So me and bro go way back since like high school. So yeah, we tapped in.
Where are you originally from?
South Carolina, bro. Yeah, a little town called Greer. It's like a little subsidy of Greenville.
Okay, well, I got family in Greeneville.
Yeah.
I know about Piggly Wiggly and shit. My little brother is actually in South Carolina right now. Shout out to the Gambler. He's actually in South Carolina. So, did you grow up like listening to like Rockers records or like Mos Def or like Lupe Fiasco?
Man, I mean, like I grew up like my pops used to play Pac and stuff like that. But I think like 10th grade is when I really got into like rap. Like I was introduced to Tribe. It's like this little app called Django. It's like Pandora, but you could just skip.
Not
like,
the slave.
Yeah, yeah, nah. You can have as many plays and skips as you wanted. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I came across like Tribe, and of course I knew about Common, but I was able to really just kind of dive into their discography, and really just kind of just engulf myself in their art. You know what I'm saying? But I never. Even in listening to them, I was like, I wasn't like, oh, I want to rap. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, I just was like, yo, this shit is amazing.
Do you consider yourself a backpack rapper?
Nah, cause that's the thing is like, we were talking about that off camera. It's like, you know, people hear somebody spit a couple bars and it's like you just categorize as lyrical, and it's like,
what do you define as a backpack rapper?
I'm like what you were saying earlier when people would be like cat hat in the back with the sack, and you know what I'm saying.
But wasn't Kanye originally?
Shout out to my white rapper.
See, no, I don't. But see, now like
isn't that like to the
he
subjective?
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
He rhymed with like Mace though, like, you know. So my thing is, it's not about when
Most Def rhymed with like
But see, I don't. Yeah, but I don't see them as backpack rappers. I think
because I feel like the term backpack rapper. First of all, it sounds corny, and then it got a bad rap on top of that for all the because Lupe and Kanye and Mos Def and Talib Kweli are what people would consider the original backpack rappers, but it's all the spin-offs off of that where people are like too smart for their rapidy rap own good. That gave backpack rappers a bad name, and the term is like backpack
like
rapper.
you said, it's like it's mad
it
corny.
doesn't sound good.
It's like, can you rap? Can you rap good? Can you tell a story?
Do you have a backpack? Like it's like there's. It's like.
Are you a backpack rapper if you show up without the backpack to freestyle?
Right. You need all three because you only got 2 out of 3 because you got the hat.
Oh yeah, facts.
You got
shout
the
out to
hat
Kosh
and
for
the
the
glasses.
hat.
That's fire though.
You know what I'm saying? That's fine. It's a combination hat, right? Because it's like the backpack rapper front, but then the bucket hat in the back.
You know.
So.
Living flyer than a backpack rapper.
It's flyer than a.
Always. Step your game up. You heard?
Always.
So, what is Sunday Dinner Records, and what does it represent to you?
Man, it's a family. It's not, a lot of times people see Sunday Dinner and they think like, oh, like these cats just working together, or Dom, that's who runs Sunday Dinner, just like reaching out to people to be on there that's hot. It's like, nah, it's actual family. Sunday Dinner coming from the South. You sit at the table on Sunday, your moms, your grandma, you go over to their spot, your aunts, uncles, you sit down, you break bread, y'all eat together. Yeah. And so that's the whole concept of it. It's just like when we prepare music, it's why we do prep, cook, serve. You know what I'm saying? Because we prepping the music behind the scenes, we cooking up everything, the visuals, all that. And then when we serve it, it's good food. When you come to Sunday Dinner or you hearing our music, it's like Roof Chris, Nobu. This ain't in and out. You know what I'm saying? Like when we giving you good food, and it's like that's what it be a lot of the times. Like people that are so used to fast food and in and out, they comment on like Nobu and stuff like, I wouldn't pay that for that, or I want to see how it's like. But now it's an experience. You know what I'm saying? Even if that food is proportionate, it's seasonal. You can't just pull up here and get this in January because that may be out of season. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. Just
great name for a record label.
Right.
Great name.
You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of talented people.
So
over there.
much talent. And one record label is like the goddamn Wu-Tang. It's like when you dig, it's more talent, more talent. Where did you shoot the Believe video? Because that video is off the chain, dog.
We my manager, shout out to Alec, man. I heard that beat. JK had produced it, and I was like, yo, man, this sound like this need to be in the desert. I was like, I don't know why I just had that sound to it. So we drove like 7 hours, like West Texas, and we fucking rented a car for a Turo, you know what I'm saying? And bro, we left at like 2 in the morning. Right. We left at like 2 in the morning. I was the first one driving. It was mad dark, no street lights. It was nasty, but
and that
we
was your
did
first time in the desert?
Yeah, that was my first time, man. Shout out to Barry and Mike. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. Shout out Barry and Mike too. Mike Melano, he helped direct it too.
Hey, shout out
man.
Mike
Good
Melano.
peoples, man.
Did you guys see any different kind of animals that you never seen before?
Nah, man. Actually, bro, like it was
camels,
when we pulled up, bro. It was about like 7 something in the morning. It wasn't like nobody out there. We was just on some dolo type. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of like the oil filters and stuff that be out there. So they have like a bunch of the little gas stations.
Where was that?
It's like West Texas.
Oh, I love West Texas, like Odessa.
Yeah, right.
Midland.
It was very
Texas.
therapeutic too. I liked it.
It's fire. I would never live out there because it's super dry.
Right.
But it's super fun.
People was hitting me. My cousin was like, she was like, nigga, I didn't know you went to Dubai. I'm like, nah, I'm not.
Dubai. That's fire.
Because it looked like it was in Dubai.
Right.
I was like, nah, this is like in Texas.
Right.
People was tripping out. It's like, oh, where you went for that?
There was like
a lot of
we
spots
live in
in
a
Texas
place
that people don't know about.
Facts, man.
And they look like
Hidden
different
gem.
areas of the world. There's so much different terrain that you could cover out here.
That's
so.
crazy.
So let's play a little game. If you could make a rap group, including you could only. I think I fucked up. I'm a little tipsy. So you could only pick 3 different MCs, right? So these are the MCs. It's including you. So you're the 4th.
Right.
So these are the 3 MCs: Mos Def, Lupe Fiasco, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Drake, or Jay-Z. Who's in your group?
Ooh, shit, I'm gonna go Mos Def, K-Dot for sure, and I'm gonna do Cole.
You gonna do Cole? No Jay-Z?
I like Hov, but Cole, I was
Hov
gonna,
being a team player.
Yeah, like Hov, he, you know what I'm saying? He more so business
One man
minded.
band,
right,
man.
right. You know, so nah. And I love Ho. Shout out the title.
Okay, word. I see you had a track, right? Iceberg Slim.
Right, yeah.
Was that because you know low key real Hov fans know
Right.
that's one of his aliases.
Yeah.
So how did you?
Man, so shout out to Space and Adrian. Space did the production on those, and Adrian did the art.
Okay.
Two talented brothers, you know what I'm saying? So definitely go support those guys. But yeah, man, literally, bro, like I had heard those joints from Space, and I was like, yo, I need these. Like I was like, I need those joints. And the first track, Vegas Jones, you know, if people that know Hov and like that are fans of him, they know
That's
Embry.
his best friend.
Right. And so, you know, what he's been doing over there at Puma, like, you know, he went home. Well, he
In
went
the paper plane hat.
Right. He went down and did his bid,
Facts.
came out, and, you know, he just, in my opinion, him and Upscale Vandal, they really kind of helped revamp Puma to be cool again.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
facts.
To where they can compete. And so, you know, him doing that, his story is just super unique. And so that was that inspiration. And of course, like Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali,
Yeah.
you know, in that time and in that era, you know, a lot of people hold him to like this high standard because of the man he was, the integrity that he had. You know what I'm saying? And so again, when I combine those two, it was just more so like me entering into their world. You know,
Off brand question. Who's better, Nas or Jay-Z?
Jay.
You.
What?
Who's better, Nas or Jay-Z?
I don't like playing. I don't like that game. I don't do the Biggie, Tupac, Nas, Jay-Z. Obviously, Jay-Z is the best ever.
Living.
Best living.
Okay.
Right.
Ever. Biggie is my favorite rapper of all time. Jay-Z is, you know what I'm saying, like my inspiration. But I also have Nas lyrics tattooed on me, and there's certain Nas songs that are so deep and just incomparable on so many levels that Jay-Z doesn't hit. So it's like you need both.
Right,
God
right.
can't exist without the devil. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I feel like you really do need both. Even though I definitely feel like Nas fell off while Jay-Z always stayed on, but I will always love and respect Nas. I was rapping Nas lyrics at y'all the other day, but yeah,
Nas.
Jay-Z is the god
Love Nas.
for sure.
So who is the most? Okay, who's the best lyricist to you guys that you guys feel that is the best lyricist?
The term lyricist to me is like okay, the best rapper and the best lyricist aren't necessarily interchangeable to me,
Okay,
right?
best rapper.
But like the best rapper to me ever is always Biggie, because I feel like he is the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like the pocket is very important to me, because you could rap your ass off, but if you can't hit that pocket, if your
Right.
flow isn't on point, if your delivery isn't on point, Biggie
Pieces ain't hitting.
your
Cadence,
pieces
too.
ain't hitting. You know what I'm saying? Like we could talk catalog all day, but Biggie's 2 album and a couple of off verses catalog has been enough to sustain Biggie fans for the last 30 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We still not skipping songs.
Right.
Okay.
So it's like I feel like that's just an incomparable thing, that if he would have been alive, he would have moved with the times, because people are like, oh, Biggie would have never let these motherfuckers live. You're bugging. Because when people were shitting on Bone Thugs for sing rap, and he was getting on tracks with them and changing his pocket to match with their flow.
That's a
So
fact.
he would have gotten on some Atlanta
R.I.P.
shit.
Biggie.
He would have gotten on some California shit. He would have gotten on he would have dominated in every arena of hip hop.
And how do you feel?
Man, I would have to go with. I'ma honestly say, and I don't know. I'm trying to really see how I'm going to introduce this. I don't know myself. Nah, I'm just saying. Nah, honestly though, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because it goes back to everybody brings something different.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like one of those things. It's like the opinions come from, all right, well, we get emotionally attached to artists, you know, like
Yes.
their music, their albums, just them as a person, you get attached to them. So it's just like, if you like, oh, I like Big, or if I like Pop, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, Brenda Got a Baby might hit you, you know what I'm saying?
touches.
And then, you know, it's like, you know, you may hear
Juicy.
another joint, Juicy, and it's just like, it hits you different, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna say neither one of those dudes though. I'm gonna
Right.
say like lyricists, and y'all gonna look at me kind of crazy, but y'all know like niggas really couldn't fuck with him. It's Big Pun.
Oh, yeah, for
Niggas
sure.
really
Pun
on
was
some like
nice.
real life battle, a mano to a mano. Not that me. I don't know if Biggie could have fucked with Pun, bro. I love Biggie though. Shout out Brooklyn.
And Snoop, too, man.
I feel like
Snoop
Pun could
Dogg is
definitely
another-
rap for sure. But and like he
banned from TV.
Right.
yeah, I mean he had that. He
Pork
had
chops
that.
and applesauce.
I just feel like
I don't want to be a
I
player
feel
no
like
more.
I need variety. Like I can't have like, but you know what? Pun hit his Puerto Rican bag, and that was fire, and that's something that the ladies could get down with. That's something that you could play in the club.
Yeah.
But like for the most part, a lot of his shit was very like battle oriented. But it was when he got with like Tony Sunshine, and they would do that shit that was definitely fire. So I love Pun. Pun's music, and you know what I'm saying, shout out to the BX, you know, so for sure. But
Frenchie. So who is the most underrated rapper to you? Who do y'all feel like that's underrated, that should deserve their sunshine?
I mean, honestly, bro. I mean, it's like most people would be like Currency, but Currency out here living better than a lot of the rappers that's popping.
he's rated.
He's
He's
living.
rated appropriately,
Right,
right?
right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it even people be like, they'll try to say Larry, but it's like, again,
Larry
these
get
are-
into the paper.
Yeah, these
I'm gonna
are-
say Larry though. I fuck with Larry.
But see,
Larry?
but
Doing
honestly,
good, Larry.
But
See?
you're doing
Underrated,
good.
she said Larry.
Larry?
Yeah, Larry June got tapped in.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not tapped
tapped
in.
in.
Yeah, nah. Those are people I look at that the Smoke Dizzers and stuff that really they eat, and it's just like they have that cult fan base. So it's like, if you don't know, you know, from outside perspective, it could look like like they fell off, or you know, they not whatever. But it's just like, nah, real ones know what they doing.
That's a fact. Just building slowly.
Right.
And with
You
the
know what I'm
cool fan
saying?
base that never leaves you.
Exactly, because that's all that matters at the end of the day. Because again, I always say, what is liking something? You know, because liking something can change. You could dislike somebody for a shirt, and you know what I'm saying. And it sounds silly, but just by you disliking that shirt, they could say something else. You dislike them, and it's like a fucking just trickle effect. And so again, it's just like, I'm more of a, are you a stand-up dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got integrity, you respectful, not only to yourself, you know what I'm saying, but to those around you. How's your business? Are you handling your business? Because there's a lot of artists that don't be paying producers, that don't be paying videographers, and I'm firm on that. Like, yeah, I'm like, yo, you tell me your rate,
And they act like
that's
they
what
a
you get
one-man
paid.
band, man, when you
Right.
know it takes a village.
Man, come on.
That's a fact.
That's what,
For real.
and
Because
the
if you're
thing-
doing everything yourself, guess what? There's a couple things you're not doing good.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
Exactly.
Sorry, because if you're a jack of all trades, then you're a master of none. You already
Right,
know.
right.
You know
That's
what
a
I'm saying?
fact. Talk nice, Dom.
You know what I'm saying?
So, with you building your career, what are you looking to conquer? What are you looking to get to? What do you want out of
That's a
your
good
career?
question.
Right. For me, man, it's just, I think, residual income. You know what I'm saying? And building wealth, like real wealth. Like, to me, I enjoy rapping. I enjoy the gift of music, but I also understand that that's a platform for me to do what I want to do, and I want to go back home, buy land, and develop real estate.
South
You know what I'm
Carolina.
saying? Yeah, like, I want to actually, like, you know how we be driving and you see like the neighborhoods that's developed. I want to do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But then I also be thinking, like, even like with people that be getting their homes like gentrified, like, I feel like there is a way to where those people that are getting forced out should be in some shape or form be able to get some type of residual
Yeah.
for that person coming in.
Because going to a whole different community and all
Right.
that stuff is really big.
Exactly.
Especially moving to a new city that you
Right.
don't even know, especially in these times.
It's different, and
It's
so
different, especially in the South. Man.
And so, yeah, that's the thing, is just like I said, I want to go home and do that. And not only that, just show people that with rapping, you can do other stuff. You can invest your money. And you don't have to have all the money in the world, you know what I'm saying? Because you put the value on money. Money can't put the value on me. I set the bar.
That's
You
a
know what I'm
fact.
saying? So I don't, as far as like chasing the money and stuff, it's like, that's cool, but people ain't telling how they get into the bag and what they doing to get to the bag. Cause that'd be the other side. It was like, yeah, you can chase a bag, but is that bag costing you your integrity? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you doing something that you would be ashamed of people knowing you was doing, it's like, nah, like, just be yourself. The money gonna come.
That's a fact.
Money always gonna come. So,
Yeah,
you know,
pressure hits you.
right. Just, stay down and keep creating the art.
That's why I
You know
fuck
what I'm
with
saying?
You, bro. Your shit is
That's
real.
facts.
That's why I fuck with you.
Love.
So for the people, what's the name of your tape?
So Villa Lawaro is an ode to Madam C.J. Walker. I didn't really know too much about her until they did the documentary on Netflix. So I just tapped in and I was just in awe. I was just like amazed, and it saddened me too though, because a lot of the men that were playing the characters, I was like, you see a bit of yourself in them, you know, just the way that they talk. And, you know, I was just like really convicted by that, you know what I'm saying, to the point where I was like crying because, you know, it got to the is a certain scene where, you know, she trying to buy this warehouse. And so basically these guys are like, well, nah, if this is yours, then we not doing it. Like, you can't do it. Like, it has to be him. Like, it was her husband. And so it was like, it has to be him. You know what I'm saying? And they wouldn't even talk to her. They wouldn't even give her the time of day. You know, so, and it even goes to that now. It's like, you know, with women, a lot of the times, like, we're taught as men that, oh, this is what your woman's supposed to do. Or if she making more money than you. And it's like, nah, like, that's whack.
Some sucker shit. Bro.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just, for me, it's just like,
I'll be Stedman any day.
Right.
That's a
Facts.
fact.
I feel like there are roles that are okay to play. Like, I feel like, for me, I feel like it's not feminist to think that women also should be doing more work and making more money or whatever. I feel like everything should be a choice.
Right.
Like, if you are the type of man that wants to take care and provide for your woman, and your woman is the type of woman that wants that, then that's okay. That's a fact. Just as much as it's okay for the Stedman role, just as much as it's okay for y'all to be evenly yoked and making the same amount of bread and not in competition with each other, but mostly working together in a cohesive unit.
Right.
I feel like the decision to make that is what being free is all about, and not judging people for their like. I respect women that want to be housewife, because being a housewife is also a job too. Taking care of a home, raising kids, that shit is a job. That's why people that both work and got kids' house be a mess, because ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying, unless you got bread for a housekeeper. Yeah. So it's like, there's no right way. You got to find out the way that works for you and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely the microaggressions that go to females in any type of like business venture situation. We was having this conversation the other day with my homeboy Baxter. He was like, it's like if me and you walk into a spot, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me to get my shit the way I need to, you'd have to pretend to be my manager. You know what I'm saying? But if I come in like your manager, it'll be a different story. You know what I'm saying? Right. Unless, you got to come in balls in hand if you're a bitch, like, super, like, yeah, what up? Right. Then it's like, then you can't help but to respect. But yeah.
Where can they find your music?
So I'm on all DSPs, Spotify, Tidal, Apple, you know what I'm saying, SoundCloud, Bandcamp. Yeah, we everywhere with it, man. And I got a new single coming out October 29th, Playoff Rondo.
Okay.
Yeah, super hard, man.
Talking nice.
Yeah. I'm talking on there, so.
That's what's up.
Go talk. That's what's up. So, where can they find you on Twitter and Instagram?
Also, all my handles are the same. Ifé Neuro, IFENEURO. And that's all together. On the DSPs, of course, IFE space NEURO, Ifé Neuro. And yeah, man, just continue to follow the movement. I got a show, Lucky Duck, on the 29th as well. We doing that. It's on a Thursday, so make sure y'all definitely come through. 8 to 10.
What's the date?
29th. It's on a Thursday. It's this month, October 29th. Yeah.
What time you get on?
So I'm going first. I like to go first. So
test the water.
I feel you.
Because me again, it's just setting the bar.
Yeah.
Like, everybody has to feed off of that energy, because it's like if somebody comes out, and I ain't saying nobody will bomb, but it's like if somebody comes out and their energy is like, then you kind of
at least you could trust yourself to set it off correctly.
Exactly.
It's like if you want a job done right, you got to do it yourself.
Exactly. So that's how I feel about that. So yeah, we rocking. It's a lot of talented artists. Ashmar, he's gonna be on the roster too. He's doing some stuff. And Michael
Gang.
Yeah. So some definitely talented guys. And shout out to Collective Congress. Those are the people that's putting it on.
Word. So what's your favorite track on your EP? Call it EP?
Yeah. Shit, which one? Nah, I'm just saying.
Talk to him.
Out of all of them, man, I would have to say from Cornell East, Kiss of Life. That's like one of my favorite joints.
Kiss of Life?
Yeah.
Is that anything to do with Jada Kiss?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, I like Jada because
Kiss you now or die later.
He just ill, man.
Said she was a model for a year and a half.
And then his voice, he'd be so raspy. So yeah.
When New Yorkers die, the last thing we do is let out a Jada Kiss laugh.
Shout out to Twitter.
That one last.
Oh my
god. Who does most of your production?
It's not all over the place, but to the outside it would seem that way. But mostly Spaced and JK. Okay. Yeah. Those are the bros I really just tap in with a lot. Like I said, like I study producers. I just study people because at the end of the day, it's like I can't want to work with somebody and just be like, oh, I want to work with you. But it's like, well, I don't know nothing about you. I don't know what you sound like.
But if you could do a project like the way people have been doing, like a one producer project recently,
for sure.
if you could do one project with one producer that's like, I guess, a better known or whatever the case is, or even in your own team that's accessible and one that's currently inaccessible, who would you choose?
I would definitely say JK. Me and him already cooking up like a whole joint. But another cat that people need to get familiar with is Nothing Is Real. He out of Florida. He's super, super, super cold. Like, it's crazy. Mm-hmm. But then Hit Boy, like I'm a huge fan of Hit.
Hit Boy's been doing great things.
Right. He just, and again, that's a real one. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, like we was talking about that earlier. Like when I get, because I'm already on. You know what I'm saying? Because I define the success for me and not others.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So in my head, it's just like I want to work with people like Butch Cassidy and Battle Cat. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of those guys, like a lot of the OGs, because I feel like a lot of the younger cats, they don't really understand what they did in the time that they did, especially like a lot of the hip hop artists in New York. You know what I'm saying? Because at that time during the Source Awards and that stuff was real. You think about even Nori, like Nori's cold, and people don't understand, you know what I'm saying, that they was really walking in there smacking up execs and kidnapping people, like,
nice.
we call Nori our best worst rapper. You know what I'm saying? He's like the best he's like the best bad rapper from that era. You know what I'm saying? Like,
out in your face, not your face laced like ashtray face.
Ashtray face, Nori. That's a quote. But shout out to Nori because ain't nothing like drinking.
Melvin Flint, classic.
Right.
Melvin Flint,
Bloody Money too. I like Bloody Money.
Oh, part 1, part 2, but part 3 is that the one with the rock beat?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
Bro, that and I'm leaving.
Oh yeah.
I feel like you would do something good with Madlib.
A lot of people don't understand.
I can hear you with Madlib.
Oh yeah, Oh man.
That's a fact.
What him and Fred did was crazy.
And still doing.
Right.
And still doing.
Yes.
I see you on that type of level though.
For sure.
That's
you know, because again, it's like I remember I was listening to Farrakhan speak, and he was like, you know, oftentimes when we see people like celebrities or other people make mistakes in this culture, you know, people laugh at them like, "Oh, you dumb." It's like, nah, learn from that, because you never know when you may be in a position like that or in a situation that could be in this likeness, and it could get to that, but you got the knowledge and information to at least guide yourself to move correctly. And
look how many people made fun of fucking the Locks. And MOP or whatever for signing contracts with labels and not reading them all the way and getting stuck in contracts and not getting their bread. And how many generations of rappers did the same exact thing for years to come.
Yeah.
But y'all was laughing.
Right. And then that's another thing. It's like people just don't give people game. Like, you know, and that's
the gatekeepers of game is the worst thing about the industry. People want to charge you for knowledge that is like, just give it. Because you know what?
Right.
Just give it. Just give it, because the next person will fucking use it, and it's not gonna affect you negatively. It's gonna affect you positively.
And then the thing about it is like what I was telling Dom at SDR. I was like, it's funny with success, because oftentimes we be like, yo, I want, you know, people's affirmations be like, oh, I want to be successful. I want to be successful. But then when you get success and it's unexpected to the level where you like, oh, I cannot handle this. It's like, you know, when you pray and you ask the universe or God or whoever you pray to, for success, you have to understand your words. What are you asking for? Why are you asking for? How you ask about it is important. Because you could just be like, I want success, but don't have the mindfulness to handle it, and it can drive you crazy.
It's a tough game.
Right. So, you know, again, this is, you know, for the abundance of success I receive, I pray for mindfulness. You know.
What's the last words that you want to say before we let you go?
Man, continue to be fruitful and multiply in life. You know, continue to be abundant. You know, always be true to yourself, respectful to others. If you're an artist or you're a person in business, pay people. You know what I'm saying? Just be honorable. You know what I'm saying? And just be respectful.
What is what you as an artist, right? What would you want to be? What would you want people to know you for? Like you, like the real you. Like what would you want to teach the youth and stuff like that? What would you want to be known for?
To be like water. You know, it sounds crazy, but
Bruce
water can just adapt and be Water doesn't have to be anything.
What's your sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Me too. What's your birthday?
July 11th.
July 17th. I'm telling you, that water.
Right. So you think about water. Water has always been here. It's always gonna be. And the thing about water is everybody needs it. You have to survive with it. You can't just not drink it. You can't just not have it in your everyday life. And so
we're made up of it, and we exist within it.
Exactly. So it's just like I would just tell the people to just be like water and know when you get into situations where it's rocky, water can erode a lot of that stuff and change a lot of that stuff. Again, so you control your destiny and path, and though, again, it may be rocky, or you may start off as a small droplet or a puddle, that don't mean that you won't be an ocean. But it take time. You know what I'm saying? You got to be patient. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times with internet and stuff, success is microwave. You know what I'm saying? I can go right now. We can go rent a car off Turo, get a big house off of Airbnb and post up. You know what I'm saying? And be like, but it's like it's an illusion. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
Soldier Boy, like
right.
Hacks.
So Dama, you've been working on new music. What would you like to tell the people? What do you have coming out?
Gangsta Bitch Love Songs dropping on Valentine's Day.
Hey.
You want to tell them about your other EP, or are you gonna wait?
Domination is out. Domination is out. You could get that on Spotify and whatever else that came out in February. But on February 14th, Valentine's Day, Gangsta Bitch Love Songs, baby.
Talk to him.
What about the other one that you're working on with another artist, female artist? Or you don't
yeah. Me and Lady Earth is dropping a project together soon.
Okay.
So look out for that.
Crazy.
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Okay.
That's about to be
Well,
crazy.
just because the cat is out the window, don't make it litter. Be safe though. Fly Horse Radio. Tune in.
What the fuck does that mean?
Ways change, never seen consistency. We struggle with commitment, not just with love, but in our life with many things. God watch over me. Finding what we can't see, still we hate change. Though through trial and error, be the reason we free. Lusting for love in all aspects.